Hey, Steve Fish, your host for Ugly Red Source of All Evil. And sorry about the darkness. Now that I can't get all my lighting right. Let's see if I move this lamp over here. Not much difference. Anyway, this video is a movie tag, a horror movie tag. It's called Simple Horror Movie Tag. I was not tagged by anyone. However, Cashier One posted his tag video where he got tagged. I don't remember who he said that tagged him, but either way, I'm going to put his video link down in the description here, along with the questions, the 10 questions. And I'm going to probably tag a couple of people. Lizhorrorfan, I'm going to tag you if you're watching. You don't have to do it, but if you do, it's cool. If you don't, it's also cool. It's up to you. So, let me see. I can't really think of anybody else. Movie and Toy Collector 13, maybe, if you want to do it. It's up to you. Remember, these YouTube that I've tagged so far, you don't have to do it. It's just all up to you. I know Horror to Horror has already been tagged by Cashier One. Maybe Billy Hayes. I can't really think of anybody else who might possibly think of doing this if they are tagged. So the 3 that I did tag, along with Cashier One, who I didn't tag because he's already done it, we'll put their links to their YouTube channels or videos or whatever in the description. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it. Let's get on. Okay, the first is favorite and least favorite films. Now remember, this is horror, I think. Well, yeah. No, it's not. You know what? I'm just looking at all the questions. It's just a simple movie tag. It's not necessarily just horror. Because there's questions that really involve horror movies. So all you who have already tagged, if you really don't want to do it, it's up to you. So this is a movie in general tag. So anyway, again, let's go to the first one. Favorite and least favorite film. Well, we're talking horror, which is my ultimate favorite genre of movies. Would be The Exorcist. Comedies, probably Spaceballs, maybe, or History of the World Part 1. Blazing Saddles, Mel Brooks. Yeah, I mean, that. I don't want to go through all the different genres of movies, so we'll stick to those right now. Least favorite movies or film, not necessarily movies. I mean, I know I've already done more than one. So my least favorite, I don't know. I mean, I like a lot of obscure shit that people don't like. Really, I don't. Least favorite film. I can't think of any. I mean, obviously, movies like Troll 2 are widely panned and widely, hated for the bad acting, bad script, and whatnot. But I found that as cheesy fun. So, least favorite? I don't know. I like most everything that I've seen. Okay, here we go. When I was married, my now ex-wife was a big fan of the Twilight books. So when those movies started to come out, I had to go see them. They're all right for what they are. but they're just too girly of a movie. I mean, they're for chicks, I think. I could be wrong on that. I mean, but I feel after watching them um, that they're for chicks. I mean, chick flicks that just happen to have vampires and werewolves. But anyway, those the Twilight Zeros series would be my least favorite. Okay, number two, favorite actor and favorite actress. This is another tough one because I like a lot. Uh, as far as actors in horror movies would go, it would probably be Lance Henriksen. And I just heard my dog scratching at the door, so I'm going to let him in right now while I'm pondering who my favorite actress is. He always likes to step right there in front of me. Let's see. I don't know, these are kind of hard because I like so many people, so many actors, actresses, so many movies. Uh, I, I don't know. Well, Natalie Portman, I've always liked her. I mean, not only is she hot, but she there's just something about her, besides her looks, that I have not. Well, I should say that I have everything I've seen her in. I've enjoyed all the Star Wars prequels, Leon the Professional, uh, V for Vendetta, even that Walmart one that she did about that girl that was stuck in Walmart and had to give birth to her baby in the Walmart. I forget what movie that was called. Where the Heart Is, maybe. I don't know. Um, but anyway, yeah, that one. Some other ones I can't think of offhand. But I guess it'd be Natalie Portman. Favorite director. This is another tough one to choose because there's so many movies by certain directors that I just really enjoy. John Carpenter, obviously, he's one of the biggies, I guess you could say. Wes Craven. Uh, I don't know that. We'll just say John Carpenter for sake of argument here. Already, in favorite movie genre. Well, I already said that earlier. Would be horror. I like all genres. I mean, there's even some chick flicks I like, not the Twilights, but some chick flicks that I like. Um, so yeah, horror would be my favorite out of all the genres. Okay, number five, it says favorite horror film. So um, since I already listed The Exorcist as my favorite horror film, that's it. I mean, it's my favorite film slash horror film. That's just got to be it. It's The Exorcist. Number six is favorite animated film. It's another toughie because there's so many good Disneys. Some older classics of non-Disneys. Animes, especially the Studio Ghibli animes. So hard. I guess the glorified toy commercial Transformers the movie, the animated one, obviously. Uh, Probably might be my favorite as far as animateds go. Maybe Watership Down. Speaking of Watership Down, I think it's Kino. Uh, they're going to be releasing Plague Dogs pretty soon, which is, I'm not too positive, but I think it's some sort of sequel to Watership Down, but it's about dogs and stuff. Um, or it might take place in the same universe, or it might just be written by the same person that wrote Watership Down. I don't really remember it much. Um, I don't recall ever seeing it in the theaters, so I'm not sure if it was ever released in theaters when it was released. I'm pretty sure I saw it from like a VHS copy way back when, but I could be wrong. It could have been on cable. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've seen it. Plague Dogs. That is a great animated film, by the way. Not my top favorite, but it's great. Um, Favorite soundtrack, favorite score. Favorite soundtrack would be Fastway's soundtrack to Trick or Treat. That old 80s heavy metal horror movie with Mark Price of Family Ties fame. It was Skippy in Family Ties. He plays Eddie Weinbauer in Trick or Treat. Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne have cameos. If you look at the current DVD release, which I believe is out of print now, it used to be actually in the Walmart DVD $5 bins at one time, but it's out of print now. They have Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne on the cover of the out of print DVD. Makes it seem like they're in the movie a lot. They're barely in it, but it is a good movie nonetheless. And a soundtrack from Fastway, which is the songs that Sammy Kerr does in the movie. Sammy Kerr's the heavy metal dead guy. Is all Fastway. And maybe Maximum Overdrive soundtrack by AC/DC would probably be my either second favorite or maybe tied with Trick or Treat. It's hard to really, River's Edge soundtrack, I forget that's got a lot of good songs. It's actually got songs like Hallows Eve on it and other not so mainstream heavy metal bands back in the 80s. Like Hallows Eve and Slayer, I believe, was on the soundtrack as well. Yeah, I guess those three have probably been my top as far as favorite soundtracks go. As for score, I like Tubular Bells from The Exorcist, but I could be mistaken. I don't think it was originally meant to be in The Exorcist. I think they just threw it in at one point or another or something. But that's not really a soundtrack score. That's just the theme. So scores. There's a lot that I like as well. I mean, this is hard for me because I like so much things. I'm gonna butcher this dude's name, but Lilo Schifrin. He done the Amityville soundtrack and some other ones, the original '70s Amityville horror movie. So, and that was a good one. So, Goldsmith, Jerry Goldsmith, I think, the Omen soundtrack. I think that one's better than the Amityville soundtrack. They're both kick ass, but they I'm gonna choose the Omen soundtrack on this one for a score. Favorite cinema experience. I don't really have a favorite experience, but I do have a experience that's not necessarily a favorite. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 was released. I think that I was a teenager then, so I wasn't really driving or anything, so I had my older brother drive me to the theater to go see Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. So that was good. Paid for my ticket. Got in there, got my popcorn, hot dog, blah, blah, blah. And sat down and watched the movie when it came on. Movie was over with. Sat out there outside waiting for like 30, 40 minutes. Hour goes by, my brother doesn't show up. Now this is before we got cell phone. I'm sure there might have been cell phones already in existence at the time, but I didn't have them. My brother didn't have one. So he was out and about with his friends, so there's no way to contact him. So I waited an hour, but another hour and a half, almost 2 hours go by, he still doesn't show up. And I think the manager noticed that I was sitting there waiting and whatever, and he asked me if I wanted to wait inside instead. He didn't even let me go watch another free movie, a movie for free. I said, really? Yeah, yeah. It kind of reminded me to make sure that I leave every so often to check see my brother ever shows up. So yeah, I don't remember the other movie I saw. I can't for life because I really didn't pay too much attention because I was going in and out every like 20 minutes, to see if my brother ever showed up. Nope, never showed up. The movie's over with. Go out there, he's still not showed up. So by now I've been there for like over 5 hours, I guess, maybe six. I don't know. He never showed up. So I was going to be stranded at the theater if it hadn't been for a friend of our family that happened to be coming out of another movie at that time. And I just asked her if they would, give me her family, they'd give me a ride home. And she said, sure. So, I was able to go home. Anyway, that's my experience with that. Not really a favorite, but okay. Number 9, favorite guilty pleasure film. Guilty pleasure, something that you don't really want to admit that you like, right? I don't know. I just don't know. Well, I mentioned Troll 2 earlier, so I'll say that. Troll 2. Let me see. And favorite foreign film is the last one. I don't know. Again, there's so many I like. Maybe I'll pick. I guess Ju-on, the original Japanese version of The Grudge. Because The Grudge with Sarah Michelle Gellar was a Hollywood / United States remake of Ju-on. So, man, I like the remake. A lot of people hated him. I like him. I guess that could be a guilty pleasure. I don't know. But Ju-on, I don't recall ever seeing a dubbed version of Ju-on. So I had to read the subtitles. But it's a little bit better than the American version. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I hope I didn't bore you too much with this video. So, yeah, Movie and Toy Collector 13, Lizhorrorfan, Billy Hayes. Here are 3 I've tagged. And you don't have to do this. You don't have to make a video. You don't even have to acknowledge. It's just I'm doing the tag thing. I can't really think of anybody else. I know I got several people on my subscription list, but I'm not even sure if they're subscribed to me back. But still, so anyway, that's that for this video.